He wants to do what in a bedroom? Hello, I'm Helena Summer, love, dating, and relationship coach, helping you figure out the way how to navigate this weird world and a weird time, especially when it comes to our most intimate personal relationships. As a comment in my video last week, somebody asked a question for a friend saying that what if they are in a relationship leading towards marriage and he wants to do anal sex and she said she doesn't want and he got pissed and she still doesn't want to do it, but she wants to find an elegant, feminine, gracious way to express her no. What do I say? What does she say? She says. Okay, so thank you for being a wonderful friend and asking for a friend. First of all, this is very courageous of you to ask, and I appreciate you, and I love how you framed it in that way. And it's really a proof that you are eager to make this relationship work. So kudos to you, great gold star, great points. Thank you very much. And related to that is the second point, partnership. If you are creating a marriage to be with somebody, we need to learn how to be partners. Most things in life will be, I want a green door and he wants the blue door. I want a pink walls and he wants blue walls. It's not always gonna work that equally you want what he wants and he wants what you want. So it's very important to learn how to create connection and partnership, how to be a team, how to be with each other, how to negotiate a good deal that creates win-win. And especially when it comes to sex. Because sex in your bedroom, you're not alone. You are in your bedroom with him and your parents, whatever they brought to you, and his parents, and your church, and his church, and the culture, and the time of the life, everything is in our bedrooms. So of course it's really kind of confusing how to navigate. What we want to do is make sure that whatever conflict or situation we talk about, it's creating the bond and making us closer of a team. Now, my kind of like a question, big question mark in what you wrote was about you said no and he got pissed. Did he get pissed because he is a pissy person and gets often pissed and it's leading this relationship with that kind of energy towards you? Or is that because there is so much wounding and pain around him never getting his desires, like a little kid who doesn't get a cookie and gets pissed about that, but it's not really his personality, but just kind of this little explosion in a moment that you cleaned up after? Or is this his way to manipulate and control you? Because very often we seduce people and manipulate people and intimidate people with our emotions. And anger is a very good way of manipulation, of intimidating somebody with that. So if this is your pattern, we have other things to think about before we get married, other things to deal with than anal or not anal sex. That's completely not an important topic if one of these pissy things is something that is the leading cause in your relationship dynamics, right? Another way or another reason why he could be pissed could be that the way you spoke about it really was defensive in a way that was attacking him and maybe leading into, you have all these crazy, weird sexual fantasies that you want me to fulfill you. And then you intimidated him with making him feel small and went down as he's the greatest sinner of all times. So please be very mindful to see how did that happen. Because if the pissiness is how you deal with not getting what you want and treating each other that way, that's something to deal with, as I said first. And now, as you said, you want to be more gracious and elegant about it. Awesome. I really appreciate that. This is beautiful. So one of the ways to do that, always, grace and elegance in our communication, is to address person's needs and find gold in it. Find something positive. Oh, wow. I really appreciate that you are open for sexual exploration. I appreciate that you're adventurous. It's actually really cool to know that I'm with somebody who is not a vanilla, who wants to, try all kinds of ways. This is really cool. I appreciate that about you. And then you can have a conversation about anal sex. How did this happen for you? When did you got this desire first? Did you ever try? What do you want about that? Tell me more. So it's not a taboo thing that we attack each other over, but it's something we can share conversation about, right? And then as conversation continues, you create soft and gracious, light place in which then you also create safety for yourself to share. When I think about this, I kind of get scared. I get weirded out. It makes me think of poop. It makes me think of pain. It makes me just feel really weird. It makes me think of gay situations, makes me think of whatever that brings for you. Be honest and share. Like, it's really kind of making me lose respect for you, if that's the case. But respect is a very tricky thing to go into. But I remember I had somebody asking me to do something that completely made me lose respect. Like, wow, it just turned me on completely. But he and I were such good together. We were my first husband. We were really good friends, and we were together for so many years. And sharing with him, like, oh my God, this totally turned me off. Like, I just kind of like, wow. And then we kept talking about it more and more and more. It was probably 2-3 hour conversation that went deeply to all kinds of traumas and all kinds of past experiences and lack of past experiences. It was really beautiful way to connect. We were connectors. We took everything for us back to connection. So for you, allow this path of communication to lead to gracious connection. Share your truth, share your heart, share your fear, share your mental judgment, emotional feels about it, physical, like, just kind of feels really weird. Like, I'm scared of that. Like, I don't know how to make me more comfortable. And then you invite him to what is your yes. So you start with your yes. Your yes is about, yes, I'm happy you want to explore. You continue deeply, go really deep and meaningful, and then end with your yes. And then you say, one of my little secret fantasies and adventures would be to do it on the beach, in the kitchen, on the floor, in the middle of somewhere, right? Get some of your wildness to be shared, and then you can say, if that starts opening me up, I could be open for anal too, but right now, how I feel about it and what I think about it, it really feels like far away in the future, if ever. And then you really need to be honest and say, I don't want to lead you on. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to use you to believe that I will want that something after we get married and then to cause resentment. Like, really create gracious, meaningful, delicious partnership. Because this is what you will need the most once you get married. You would need that the most. Your ability to connect, disconnect, and reconnect. That's what most couples don't know how to do. That's what people don't know how to do with their own children. People just, okay, fine. They don't see value of us. And if you can have a problem and return back with each other, that's a dance we want to dance. Most people dance a slam dance. With big boots, slam each other. Ha, I won. And if they're afraid of slam dancing, then instead of that, then they disco. Equally. Everything is equal. Equal dance. They don't want to dance a tango. They don't want to dance salsa. They don't want to be, one is leading and one is following, and they're making this sexy looking dance, which happens with a sexy communication, in which you can come, have a vitriol, solve it, and reconnect. That's sexy. That's beautiful. Please let me know how this answers your question. I'm very happy to connect with you this way. And I am doing the research on relationships and crickets in the bedroom. So if you want to help me with telling me your experience about it, it's a really cool research. I'm researching only women, because most propaganda is about men want sex and women doesn't. But people don't know that there is a lot of women who want a lot more affection, connection, closeness, passion, and they don't get any. So if you are that kind of woman, please connect to me. I would love to interview you. And if you're not that kind of a woman, but you know one, please send them to cricketsinabedroom.com, cricketsinabedroom.com, and just find the timing, and I would be very happy to connect with you. Much love.